Hello everybody, it is me here again, and this time I'm doing Turmion Kätilöt song Verta Sataa. This is a request from Nathan once again, so thank you, my dear fan. Anyway, overall this song, I kind of feel like that the meaning of the lyrics is that it is about person or persons who have abandoned their religion, the original religion, which in Finland is Protestant, Lutherans. I don't know, whatever. And so they have abandoned those things and they have become their own lords, but really their own lord who is themselves have betrayed them by forgetting them, and that leads to something that you don't have any sort of values or sense of justice, and something bad could happen, like a murder or something. That is what I get from these lyrics. It doesn't necessarily mean that these are very religious or that it defends religion. It isn't very expected from these guys, but who knows. Okay, but anyway, that is just what I got from these, and I have translated these. I will explain every sentence so you can make up your own mind about the lyrics. But anyway, let's start. The title Verta Sataa means blood is raining, and the first sentence, ei ole olemassa arvoa, value does not exist, and value in this case doesn't mean doesn't mean that how much something is worth money. It means that what you think about a valuable thing. So there is no value for this person. There is no justice. Perkele. Perkele is very common word in Finnish language. It is it is a cursing word basically. That's how we usually use it, but its origins goes down to Satan and Satan's assumed father or father's father or something like that. That is at least what I usually hear about it. But it's whatever is Perkele's position compared to Satan or something like that. It is anyway something evil. It is something like evil, and usually as a cursing word, when you use it as a cursing word and not referring to its origins, it is usually translated as damn. Just like in this, no justice, damage could be the actual translation. But I think that Perkele has so many complicated meanings, or the overall meaning is very complicated, so I think that Perkele should be translated as Perkele in any language we talk. So I think it is best to be written as a no justice, Perkele. So no justice exists. Now, on paha mieli means it is sort of passive thing that there is a feeling bad somewhere. Feeling bad feeling exists. But it also kind of refers that either the speaker has a bad feeling, or maybe someone else has a bad feeling. Now, I'm not sure if it's the speaker itself or is it the targeting person that he is talking about. But anyway, someone is feeling bad. Literally, paha mieli means either bad mind or evil mind. But feeling in this case is more correct than mind. Okay. Now then there is a possessed body that is invalid, and it is also disfigured by sickness or illness or something like that. Pretty straightforward. That if we go, oh fuck, no, sorry for that. So here, so plague goes alongside me, and the plague is blocking my unholy trail. This is pretty straightforward, and when the road ends, so end I. And this is a bit more complicated sentence. I am being hounded, and therefore I am hounded, and I wear a cape of miserable, or misery maybe, more likely. Well, kurjuus is misery and kurja is miserable. So anyway, in the cape, so I am wearing a cape of miserable, and I am hounded, and I escape. I escape because I am being hounded, and I'm wearing a cape of miserable. That's what it says. Anyway. Now build your bridge from my bone, and praise your lordship to mirror. Lord watches and listens, and marries you to wolves and forgets your belief. This is basically the most important chapter here. No. So yeah, I guess you guess what it all is trying to say. The next chapter, or whatever. The next one, from under the word harps scream bends. So there is a harp that is screaming. Its scream bends from under the word. This is also fairly complicated. I don't have enough space to actually explain it there. But anyway, and the scream goes and it bends to disfigured prey. And then you go towards disposal's shadow. Shadow of disposal. You go towards shadow of disposal, and the blood is raining from the behind the grave. Okay. Now there is a saying, tutkimattomia ovat Herran tiet, tai tutkimattomat ovat Herran tiet. It means the mysterious are the ways of the Lord. So this sentence here basically refers to that saying from the Bible, literally, and now it kind of says that those ways of the Lord are now unmysterious. Okay. And also those ways of the Lord are now wandering as strangers in the front, front line. Rintama usually refers to battlefronts, but I think front line is probably the best here. So the unmysterious ways of the Lord are now wandering as strangers in the front line. They get older without an equal. There is nothing like them, and no peace could be found from the wheel. And now testamentti could actually be translated as a will or as a testament, Old and the New Testament in the Bible, for example. That could actually be a better translation here, but anyway, that's how it goes. That's all the sentences. There are some are repeated, obviously, but anyway. So I think that's that. Thank you for watching and listening. If you liked this thing, then go and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more this kind of content, and check out also the other content I do have on my channel, and send me requests and whatever. Thank you.